Can you heal a broken brain? The new documentary, Quiet Explosions, explores this question. Take a look.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I had just become incredibly emotionally numb, and I had absolutely no control over it.
I had a concussion, and I did not play. Matter of fact, I didn't even know my name hardly.
And a buddy came in a couple hours later, and that's when he found me and rushed me to the hospital because I had no heartbeat. He couldn't find a heartbeat.
There's such an issue in this country when it comes to mental health.
And that's why we're seeing so many of the vets coming back and committing suicide.
So the challenge was to figure out how to make life worth living again.
The winner of Survivor.
And this literature has been out there for years, and no one's taken advantage of it.
We're talking about a brain here, right? We're talking about a brain that every single piece of real estate is extremely important.
And joining us is Emmy Award-winning director, Jerri Sher. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dr. Orton. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's our pleasure. So what inspired you to make the film?
My journey began when I was approached about the book, Tales of the Blast Factory, written by Andrew Marr and Adam Marr. He was a breacher in Afghanistan, a Green Beret, and I read it, and it was pretty amazing. But I was also taken with the doctor who had healed him, and I thought, this is something the world needs to know about. So I said, okay, Andrew could meet me, and we talked. He saw my work, and he loved it and said, you have the rights to the book. But I said, I will only make this movie if it has a third military, a third athletes, and a third civilians, because I knew that traumatic brain injury and PTS was affecting millions of people around the world.
What did you learn about traumatic brain injuries while you were making this film?
First of all, I learned that of the 10 characters that are in the movie, including, a surfer and a gymnast and all these military people, that they all had the exact same symptoms. Whether it was from grief or from trauma or from a blow on the head, or a football player gets knocked around, they all had insomnia, migraine headaches, they were suicidal. Each of the 10 persons were suicidal at the end. And I saw there was like this pattern happening. What I really learned the most about was the healing. These people are getting better and better and better. And there is hope for all of these people. I'm telling you, people call me from all over the world now, Taipei, Paris, Canada. Is your name Jerri Sher? You just saved my life. I was going to commit suicide. I saw this movie, and now I know there is hope.
Wow.
So even though I'm not a doctor and I'm not a healer, I think I was put on this earth to make this movie and to help others and hopefully get it into the Veterans Administration. That's the goal. If the VA would institute this to all of their hospitals across the country, then 22 veterans would not be committing suicide every single day.